Dude, there were 13 home runs that day. There might have been one right when he brought up abortion, which just drowned out his opinion. It's very possible. I was half in the bag. I don't remember. I just stood up every time a home run got hit. I didn't care if it was the other team or not. I was just like, yeah, fucking drop some bombs.
Yeah, and the whole time he's like, yeah, I'm glad you're so passionate about what I'm talking about. Hey, if you actually sign this petition.
Yeah. Yeah, but he brought up, like, he's like, there's going to be a fucking chaos in the street. He just said, I'm assuming he was probably on the side of Roe v. Wade being a law that should be in place or whatever, because he was like, it's going to be chaos in the street if they do overturn it, you know. And right when the third out got made in that inning, I was like, oh, I'm going to go get a beer real quick. And I never fucking came back. I went to the nosebleeds up into the upper deck and watched the last 2 innings by myself.
You left Bob hanging?
I left Bob hanging, dude. I couldn't do it.
You aborted Bob mid-conversation?
Who gives a
Welcome to Who Gives an F, and we're going to ask the hard-hitting question off the bat. Do sheep shrink when it rains?
I think they balloon technically, don't they? They're more absorbent. Wool's absorbent. So they definitely get more dense. They're heavier.
So they're like fucking Bounty?
Yeah, exactly. That's why Charmin got its like fucking whole idea. But they couldn't use the sheep. It was too on the nose. They had to use a bear.
They should have used a wolf.
Yeah.
Wearing a sheep.
In sheep's clothing.
Yeah. It's super absorbent, guys.
Yeah. I would know. I shit in the woods, and then I wipe my ass with wool. That's all a wolf doesn't want to eat a sheep. It just wants it to wipe its ass.
It's just blood red.
Just nothing but a carnivore diet from a wolf shitting in the woods.
Damn, dude.
Good times.
Oh,
yeah,
for sure.
Why, you thought they would shrink? You
Yeah.
thought they'd get smaller? I guess that kind of makes sense. Maybe. I don't understand. Why would you think they'd shrink?
Because it's just they're not cotton. They're
That's what I was
wool.
going to say. It's not cotton, first of all.
They're wool. No, I mean.
But does wool shrink in water? I thought it would absorb it and expand.
I don't think so.
I don't know shit about materials.
I don't either. I thought they'd shrivel up though. It'd just be like a matted mess, wouldn't it?
It would. It definitely wouldn't be fun to try to shear after a rain. You got to let them air dry for a couple days after a good rain.
No. After it rains, the whole flock's ruined, and you got to give them to those fucking Greeks. Guess we're having Euros this year.
Yeah, exactly.
Clothes be damned.
Well, that's lamb. I guess sheep is lamb.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
I think.
What is the difference between a lamb and a sheep? Is a lamb just a shaved sheep?
It's just they just renamed it so you feel better. Like, oh, those cute little creatures we eat. Oh,
Yeah.
we can't. We got to name them something else.
Yeah. Sheep versus lamb. Okay, they have a different facial structure.
Oh, they
are
do.
different.
Okay.
A young lamb. A lamb is a young sheep. Okay.
Oh, so we eat baby sheep.
Yeah. So Euros are just fucking delicious babies.
Holy shit! It's like old guys in their broads, man. Once they hit past a certain age, you're ignored. Go wild.
Okay, so I guess the meat of a young sheep is called a lamb.
Okay.
But then there's sheep's meat? I don't know. That's weird. Doesn't make any sense to me. Google, you're letting me down. You're making me look stupid again, Google. Every time we Google something on this show, I feel like I look more like a moron than I have previously before when I was just pontificating my bullshit.
I love it that men's dichotomy of ancient age lives on in our food. We can't objectify women now based on age, but we can do it to our food.
Right. Oh, yeah.
You age out and you're like, fuck, we'll just take your hair.
Damn. Okay, here's some comparison. So, these are, I just found, a comparison, sheep versus lambs. So, a lamb is a 5 to 12 pounds. A sheep weighs 150 to 300 pounds. Damn, sheep are fucking big, dude.
Yeah.
I'm scared of sheep, dude.
How much of that weight, though, is just, that fluff?
So I guess the coat is soft and fluffy for a lamb. It's shaggy on a sheep. They're shagadelic, baby.
It's a bombastic. They're all shaggy. All right.
Lambs don't have horns. Sheep do. The diet is elk milk, and then there's grass for the other ones. Yeah, so they are just the same, it looks like. Lambs and sheep are similar in features, but it's surprisingly the same animal at different times in different ages. Okay, so it's the same animal. Thanks. I didn't need to know fucking 5 different ways to tell the difference.
Here's
Just
a
say
fun
it's a young
fact.
sheep.
That's all it is. It's just like in case somebody's visiting your Nature Valley sheep farm.
Yeah. It does. I don't know. Who gives a shit, man? Fuck it.
I
Why
don't
were you
know.
thinking about sheep anyway? What brought up sheep? Could you not sleep the other night again? And you just were like, I guess I'll just count sheep. Why do I count sheep? And you just pondered this instead of going to sleep forever?
Well, I honestly was thinking about like weird shit like that I've seen in my life, namely at Romantics, the porn shop that's outside city limits. And I was remembering like the weird dude that's like you have, and this is on my life, this happened. Looking at porn mags with my buddy. This is back when you had to go in. It was like 2 dudes treating the porn shop like a female's restroom. I can't go alone. You got to come with me. Hold my hand. Hey, let's go to the gay section.
You had to go to the porn store with a group or at least one other person for safety purposes. It's the same reason women do go to the restroom together.
Dude, all we did.
It is a safety protocol. You don't know what you're going to see or run into in there. And there's this dangerous road. If you see a guy by himself in a porn shop, you immediately feel on edge.
I don't know. I mean, you wouldn't feel
He's
on
edging.
edge. You wouldn't feel on edge seeing me and my buddy over there like slapping each other in the face with big fucking dildos.
No, that's completely understandable behavior.
Okay.
You should be doing that.
Okay.
Honestly, if you have a guy come in and he's like, "Hey man, have you seen this new model?" You got to get the fuck out of there. No, you're not supposed to know the models of dildos. This is a dude in a porn shop. You're supposed to just pick him up and hit your friend with it, and that's the end of it.
Oh, yeah.
If you're breaking down models of dicks the way you break down like nerds break down trains, there's a problem. There's got to be an autistic guy who's into dildos, right? Like he's just dildo spotting.
Yeah. Oh, it's just funny because I just remembered the way it was. Like we'd be looking at those, and you'd look over, and like you don't even realize it because like the female section with all the dildos and stuff in like their gay catalog they have are right there. So we're in that corner, and anybody walking in sees 2 dudes slapping each other with the dildos, and then like putting the dildo on the boxes. Be like, "Whoa, this dude's hung! Hey,
Yeah.
hey, suck me off, Bob."
Yeah. No, that's a good time though. That's funny.
Yeah, weird.
Yeah, you know what I've noticed in porn stores. It's the same way as department stores too. That the women's section is way bigger than the men's. like they have so many things for women to have fun with in the bedroom, and then you got dudes. It's like the old joke I used to tell. It's just creepy to have a giant wall of pussies.
It is.
Like, you can't have a wall of pussies. You can have a wall of dicks though.
But you can, in case like a brand new fucking motorcycle you can win on this slot machine you just walked by, a giant fuck doll. Like when you walk in, it was in case. Like, hey man, that's $1,500, but you could fuck it every night. Just got to power wash it out.
You have to come back for that after hours, right? Like when it's dark. Like you can't buy a fuck doll at noon.
You're gonna put it on layaway, come back each day.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, dude, you can't pick that up at noon on like a Tuesday. You imagine walking
Actually,
out of
that might be a good
fucking
time to buy it. On noon.
Maybe it would because everybody's at work.
Yeah.
Everybody you respect anyway in your life.
You don't go
at
at
work.
night.
You're not at work.
Are you a delinquent? What are you doing there at night? That's the busiest time.
Nah, I don't think so. I think their peak hours are at the off times because dudes who like going to porn shops are there when other people are at work. They work night shifts.
We always went at 11.
Jobs.
You go there at 11, you got 2 guys slapping each other with dildos, and then look over as you're picking it up going, nice.
Nice. Yeah. I guess. I don't know, man. But you went in the porn store. What happened after
So
that?
the porn star, as we were perusing, and There's an old
Having a lightsaber fight.
many lightsaber fights.
Yeah.
We got threatened to get kicked out of this place, but
Dude, I was Mace Windu. I was Obi-Wan. I was Qui-Gon.
I had
was
all the
everywhere.
colors, dude. Yeah, I was Vader for a little bit.
Yeah, they had a double-edged one. I was Darth Maul.
Yeah, dude. We had the music, Dueling Fates or whatever the fuck that's called.
Yeah, this was in 2003, so we were playing the ringtone on Josh's cell phone.
He's like, "Quick, call me so we can fight."
Don't pick up though. I don't want to waste my minutes.
Yeah. I can't. It's not quite 9 yet. Yeah, so we're
Oh man,
we're just
yeah,
we're
that's
having
why showing up at 11 was actually the worst. Is you're still using minutes.
yeah. So we're over here just having a fucking cock battle, just fucking around and shit.
Right.
And then before we go start perusing porn mags, which I distinctly remember, I was like, anything that has Gina Lynn on it is mine. So going after that, just lecherous at that age, just horned up. I'm gonna
Yeah,
just
man, I
stick all
forgot
the
about
pages together.
Gina Lynn. Holy shit, man. That just brought me back because I remember when you gave me a couple porns that she was in. You gave me a couple porn mags.
I wonder where
she
I
was
got
definitely
those.
in them.
Oh yeah.
I wonder, yeah. You mean the ones Mom found in a drawer and was like, "Where'd you get these?" And they're like, "Oh, Nathan gave them to you." She's like, "Sure." And I'm like, "Check the dates." Like, it's insane how old those are.
I got them from a drifter under the road.
Yeah, no shit.
That's like finding a porn stash out in the fucking woods.
Yeah, no shit.
Or being with your buddy. But anyways,
Yes.
so we're out here having our little cockfight out there. I mean, the sad thing is, I can say it happened with a certainty because we did it every time we went there.
Hell yeah.
That's how close we were to just always
That's a
getting
good
kicked
bit.
out. Yeah, well, the people always knew us, and they're like, well, fuck, they're going to fuck up one of our merchandise sections one of these times.
Yeah.
But,
Guys, just use the rubber ones. Quit breaking up the mechanic ones because they spin, okay?
hey, that rabbit is not a back scratcher, okay? Stop. That little dangly thing is not for you.
It's not for you.
Yeah. So
These are instruments of pleasure. Do not disrespect them.
yeah, exactly. Just like just
I'm going to start calling sex toys instruments of pleasure. That'll be the new term I'm going to start using. They'll be more socially acceptable that way.
the good old IOPS.
Yes, the IOPS, dude. IOPS, when you're here, you're family.
You know what? That checks out. We should probably tag it. That'll get a lot of clicks. But we're in there. So we're in there listening to Dueling Fates, doing our thing. And then this old dude walks in. We're not paying any attention. We're having fun. You know. And the thing that...
Boys just want to have fun, bud.
Oh, yeah, dude. Like, all we're doing is listening to good old tunes. Like, I don't know. The little kickstart into my heart. Yeah, you get good old boy band tunes. So we got all that stuff going.
Boy George there.
Actually, that's was it George Michael?
Is that George Michael?
Yeah, that was
Okay.
when he was at that. I
That
don't
is-
know, Wham.
Yeah, that is Wham, isn't it?
Yeah.
Damn.
So we end up doing that. The old guy comes in, like I said, we're not even really paying attention. And the thing that catches our attention was him. I mean, he's an old guy. Obviously, zero fucks to give once you reach a certain age. What that age is, unknown. I guess it varies. But he had to be 70, close to. We're outside city lines, so I forgive this now in retrospect. But he's like, you got anything with goats?
But this was an early ISIS adopter, dude.
On my life, immediately, me and Bobby just both go, huh? And so we're mid-stroke with these cocks. Just, like, you couldn't write anything better. It's like this guy.
Oh,
and then the guy
dude.
behind the counter, all of a sudden, I've never seen somebody be so sheepish. Like, just pulls back. It's like, Sir, no. I was half expecting to be like, look around, just see us, and be like, they won't care. Sir, if you'll follow me to the back.
Yeah. I don't carry those kind of materials, you weirdo. He's sliding a fucking note
He's
across
just like,
the thing.
he's doing a weird wink. And
Come back at noon.
the note says they're recording. Yeah. Come back Tuesday at noon.
The place is bugged. Come back at noon.
The only person to be here is that weirdo that bought that insanely expensive fuck doll.
Dude, I mean, you know what though? I'm almost like, it's horrifying, but I'm almost like impressed that guy's that comfortable that in public he was just like, yeah, I don't care anymore. Hey, you got goat shit or not, bud?
Yeah. It was.
And maybe he just wanted the greatest porn of all time. Maybe that's what he was after.
He's like, I went to Tijuana. I saw the donkey show in person. It lit
A little too much for me.
It lit something carnal in me, and I want more.
Yeah, the donkey, too big. But I think a goat will be just the right size that I can get into it.
I saw Mr. Hands. I'm looking to downsize. Got any goats?
He's like, I'll be damned if I watch any. I only watch porns with goats in them, okay? I can relate to them a little more. You know,
Yeah.
they're about my size.
Exactly, yeah. And I mean,
The donkey shows are just too big, man. I'm like, takes me out of it.
yeah. And little did we know he was just asking for like fucking Michael Jordan and Tom Brady's rookie card. Fuck.
Yeah, maybe he
Man,
was.
we just
dude.
had a
Maybe he was.
weird myoscopic view of life back then. We were so judgmental.
Yeah, I mean, just being completely irresponsible in your judgment of asking that.
Yeah. But no, it was just I was just thinking about the weird shit that I've seen, and that just came coming right back, and I'm like, it couldn't have happened at a more funny time because I was sword fighting with a dick.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're judging that guy, but you're picking up dildos and hitting your friend with them.
Yeah. And you get the little well, you had to buy them. They're 5 cents, but we were wearing like those little finger condoms.
Hilarious.
Because it's like, who fucking buys these?
I don't know. Nobody uses those. Those go to complete waste. It's a waste of fucking plastic.
You
or
think
whatever
like
condom
micro
is,
penis
rubber.
dudes are like, no, I just like to be safe and finger bang my girl, but that's what they need.
You're right. Well, they're getting cucked now, so they don't even get to put their penis near a vagina anymore.
What? Well, not one they don't buy at Tuesday at noon. Gives a new meaning to the nooner.
Yeah, that's an insane story, man. That is.
It's not insane. It's
It is
idiotic.
insane. It's. You see, that's what makes me think, like, everybody's like, this world's going to hell. I was like, we talked about this, I think, 2 podcasts ago. It's like, yeah, have you been around people? It's been going to hell since, like, 2000.
Yeah.
We've been 22 years into shit, okay?
Mm-hmm.
It's always been shit.
Yeah, and they've run out of stuff. They're like, what's the last known venture? Your family?
Yeah, I don't know, man. We guess we go where no man's gone before, but technically the Greeks went there, I guess, if you really want to get down to the nitty-gritty of history.
Oh, cool. Now they're just, hey, no, we're just practicing for a reenactment of a play. Officer, I'm just doing my due diligence.
Yeah. Dude, you just run into weird people and see them, and they bring up they put you in situations that are the worst. Like that, I don't know, like if that made you feel like you were in a situation you shouldn't be in, or if you were just like, I have more questions. Did you follow him out? You should have asked him questions.
Follow that dude out? You fucking out of your mind?
That guy's willing to fuck a goat, and goats aren't willing to get fucked.
I have a feeling he rode by a horse-drawn carriage the way he was talking.
Look at that boy blowing that goat, man.
Like
he just watches it for the cinematography.
I feel like I would have went out there and he would have had the animals from Charlotte's Web, and he's like, well, they're all broken in, if you know what I mean. Just like elbows you in the ribs.
You ever fuck a black widow?
Yeah.
That's how Charlotte actually died. My penis exploded her.
That wasn't the only thing exploded. You get what I'm saying, my boy?
Yeah. That web was my ropes getting shot around.
Got all up in that abdomen.
Yeah.
Man, her thorax was tight.
Dude, you just run into those weird people. I had that happen when I was in Chicago. Of course, I ran into some weird people out in Chicago.
The fuck
Why wouldn't I,
spiders?
you know? Yeah, that people who fuck spiders. They exist in Chicago. You can find them. They fuck the motorcycle, the spider motorcycle, actually.
You know what? I believe that. There's people out there that fuck tailpipes.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, you just put a pocket pussy. They don't put pocket pussies in it, though. They should. That would at least be a little more pleasurable.
If you've ever dreamed of fucking a constantly queefing puss, then yeah, that's the way to go. It's just constantly going.
You forget to take it out one time, and you just fucking shoot a rocket at your neighbor's fucking house. Just a skeet missile,
It's
dude.
just all calcified. It's like shooting a meteorite at that point.
Fire in the hole.
It's a scientist, so they come out. I knew it. Life in space.
No, that's a space vagina.
It's been cosmically fucked.
See that? See the cum? Dead giveaway. That's a pocket pussy.
Oh. Yeah, I'd love to see a person.
You were eating off of it.
Sir, I saw you eating Cheerios out of that this morning.
Yeah. I thought it was a cool cosmic bowl.
It already had dried milk in there. You just add water and mix it around.
Gross. Ugh.
Man, I've never gotten more bulkier in my life.
So much protein-packed cereal.
Exactly. Doctor said I'm extremely efficient with all my protein.
Crazy. But I went to the Cubs game. I went to a Cubs game while I was out there, so I got to see Wrigley for the first time. It was so fucking cool. I can't remember. Have you been to Wrigley? You've been
No.
once.
But
Oh,
how
I know
much ivory have you stolen in this incursion?
Dude, you can't. I had a buddy, side quest here, side story.
Is it ivory?
It is, yeah. Well, the ivy out in the loop.
It's Oh, is it called ivory though?
It's ivy.
Oh, it's just called ivy. Okay, I'm making it
Yeah.
made out of a fucking elephant's tusk. That's great.
Yeah. It turns out, like back in the 15s when they built that stadium, they didn't give a fuck about elephants.
Yeah, man. All those elephants that were around there by normal causes, they just hunted them to extinction and put all the
Yeah.
ivory for display. Of course.
Yeah, it's actually all the woolly mammoths. The Cubs are single-handedly responsible for bringing the woolly mammoths to extinction.
Yeah. They lost one. They found it up in Antarctica when it was frozen.
Yeah, and they were like, finally, the center field wall can be complete.
We know the spot for those two tusks.
You'll never get away with this. Oh, I already have. Wrigleyville will be complete.
The curse is already broken without the remaining two tusks. We're in.
Now we'll win forever.
We're immortal.
Go, Cubs, go.
We are legion.
With these final two tusks, we can bring back the dead. Carry will announce again.
Yeah. They put him in wrong. It's like you get the guy off of fucking what is that? The Indiana Jones. You chose poorly.
Poorly. Yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah. I tried to. I wish I could steal that. You can't even go out to the. It's weird. That stadium's backwards. So like most stadiums, if you pay a ticket.
Oh,
to
they
sit
still
in
have
the
troughs.
bleachers-
Yeah, that is pretty backwards.
Yeah.
You gotta
Well,
stand
they do have
across and be like,
troughs.
nice dick.
Well, they kept a couple of them for just nostalgia purposes when they remodeled.
Oh,
And-
they got rid of a lot of them?
Yeah, no, it's a completely different stadium.
Oh, so now
like,
if you use it, it's like profiling.
yeah, exactly. Oh, dude, I pissed in the trough. You better goddamn believe it. I was like, I'm peeing in this thing. You know how many fucking dudes have pissed in this? I'm trying to be part of history, yo.
It's as close as we'll ever get to Skull and Bones, guys. Jump in.
Yeah. Woo! But it's backwards in the fact that like the bleacher seats.
Mhm.
Normally at every other ballpark, like no, those are the cheap seats and whatever. But Wrigley, those are like famous seats, the bleacher bums. So now it's like a commodity to want to sit out in the bleachers because if someone hits a home run, it's the opposing team, you throw it back. It's a big deal now. But so like if you buy a ticket like I did, like on the first baseline,
You can
and
be
like you're out
Bartman?
there, you can't. I fucked up and didn't go to the Bartman seat.
Wait. They've immortalized Bartman and gave him
No,
a seat?
they didn't, but I know which seat it is.
Oh, gotcha.
I know. I've watched enough baseball history to know where Bartman sat and fucked up.
Okay.
Dude, you got to let me
All right,
explore
sorry.
this. I'm going to hit all this stuff. Trust me. But yeah, I guess it was just I never got to go. I didn't go to the Bartman seat, and I was really pissed about that actually. But it's backwards in the fact that you can't go out in the bleachers if you buy a regular ticket inside the stadium. If you buy a bleacher ticket, you can walk around the whole stadium. But if you don't have a bleacher ticket, you can't go to the bleachers. That's how backwards it is. It is. It's weird. And all I wanted to do was get a picture from the back, but whatever. So, but like the Ivy, like my buddy played a game there in high school. Like somehow he got on some like all-star team and got to play there. And they specifically tell you like you're not allowed to take any Ivy, like it's illegal. And he had one of his buddies, like it's like a huge fine if you do. He had one of his buddies like overthrow him when they were warming up, so the ball went into the Ivy. And when he went over to pick up the ball, he like just stuck his hand out kind of wide and like grabbed a leaf, and then he like fixed his hat and put the leaf up in his hat, and then like just snuck it out.
Well, I'm
So he
surprised
has
they
a
don't
piece
have
of
like
Wrigley history.
ivy sniffing dogs or something.
Well, it set off an alarm. It's all triggered. They just couldn't prove who did it.
Jesus.
The caper that's been going on for years.
I would have gotten away if it wasn't for you and your damn dog.
They actually had his picture up when you come in the stadium, and I was like, I know that guy. And they're like, what'd you say? Nothing. I didn't say anything. I'm not a snitch.
You fuck goats? No.
But, yeah, so that's the whole thing with the bleachers, which is fucking wild to me. Yeah, but I didn't go to the Bartman seat. I just got too distracted walking around the whole stadium. And it was a bummer because I wanted to go sit there and just like be like, so this is where he watched it all happen. This is what cost the Cubs the World Series.
This is where he caught a ball worth thousands of dollars.
Which he didn't keep. I think he still has. He's one of those dudes, and we talked about this on a previous podcast because I remember this. I respect the fuck out of that dude because he's never made a dime off of that. Like, he's been offered hundreds of thousands of dollars to sign baseballs for like history purposes, and he won't do it.
Oh,
He's like, nah, dude.
Oh, dude, I'd be an asshole. Big. Hell,
I know.
Yeah, let's sign.
He has integrity. We're whores. Okay.
Yeah.
Of course we're gonna sell out and fucking sign a baseball and be part of history,
dude. I'll go.
I want my own wing in Cooperstown, dude. I would have an entire wing.
I want my own wing in AVN. I will sign all your dildos at any local passion party here. I will literally whore myself out.
It's just a picture of you like in a pitcher's pose with a dildo like in a wind-up.
Yeah, exactly.
You have a statue.
Yeah. Steal her passion. Brought to you by Rabbit.
But so I was there for like 2 hours before the game start. So of course I'm drinking the whole time because I'm just buying beers and walking around the stadium and checking it all out. And then I finally go to my seat, which I had pretty good seats. And there's this old man sitting in front of me, and I'm sitting completely by myself at this point, and I'm jawing at the pitcher a little bit. I'm like, fucking, I'm just like talking shit because whatever. I'm half in the bag and I don't care.
Yeah.
And this guy hears me. He's like, I know, right? Whatever. And like, I'm just like,
Were
yeah.
you being fucking Cameron at the fucking baseball game? Hey,
Yeah.
bada, swing, bada.
No, I was telling fucking Hendricks to put it in the zone, dude. He couldn't fucking hit the broadside of a fucking
That's
barn
because
with
Jimmy
a baseball.
shreds. He doesn't pitch.
Yeah, dude, it was fucking great. It was awful. It was fucking terrible how bad he was pitching. Anyway, so I'm yelling at him because that's what they do there, dude. Chicago's notorious for even yelling at their own players. It's great.
What? Are they trying to be Philadelphia?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. The poser. So you're saying all of Chicago's a poser. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, they got Chicago dog, Chicago pizza, which is just lasagna. And see, everything
Wait,
about that city
what?
is fucking. That's all Chicago deep dish pizza is lasagna, in my opinion.
Oh, that's gross.
It's basically lasagna. There's just no noodles in it. You ever never had Chicago deep dish pizza?
No.
It's bad. It's not that. It's so unsatisfying.
I only have real pizza, which is New York style thin crust.
You're goddamn right, dude. That is the only way to go. Like a real East Coaster.
Yeah, that's right, dude.
I'm from Brooklyn. Oh.
You're just like, yeah, I claim Brooklyn. Where are you from? Jersey.
It's still like a borough. It's its own borough.
It's its own borough, but it's got like houses and shit.
Yeah. Actually, I think that's why New Jersey people are so over the top about how awesome they think New Jersey is because they're next to New York. They're just like, no, Jersey's fucking awesome. And it's like, dude, you live next to New York. Just tell everybody it's fine. You're quit trying to make it.
You live in
cool
the Garden
thing.
State. You got a fucking cul-de-sac. You don't even need to have an
You had the
apartment.
mob back in the day, but they're gone. Like you had your time. Okay, there's a billion movies about where you're from. It's fine. Quit trying to make yourself cool again.
Yeah. Hey, your god just died in another country. Hey, R.I.P.
Yeah. Oh man, that did kind of bum me out. I'm not gonna lie. Ray Liotta passing was a little bit of a bummer.
It was a bummer. It made me go rewatch Goodfellas, though.
Right. It made me. I was laughing myself today because like just all the things you could say like in that voice that are awful. Like when he's like at the beginning of the movie going, "Ever since I was a kid, I always wanted to be a gangster." You know.
Yeah.
I made myself laugh super hard today because I said I was just like. I don't know why this popped in my head, but I was like, ever since I was a kid, I always knew I wanted to be a pedophile.
Well,
Like, that shit's so funny. Like, if you were like a 8-year-old who just knew, you're like,
Yeah.
I'm going to be a pedophile.
that was like that
someday.
70-year-old. Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to fuck my family's farm animals.
Yeah. Ever since I was a kid, I knew I was going to blow goats.
And no, not the new terminology you youths are using.
Yeah. No, I wanted to take farm animals to the back shed.
I wanted to make the say and speak say my name, if you know what I mean.
But this old guy, Bob,
Okay.
is his name. He was sitting in front of me, so eventually we talk a little bit, and he ends up moving up next to me because we're talking so much that he was like turning his neck and watching the game. But I sat with this guy for like 7 innings.
Oh, Jesus. He like John Wayne Gacy started offering you stuff, and next thing you know, you're going to his place to have a drink.
Well, we just talked baseball and like cool, like, events for a while. Like he saw, he's been in Chicago for fucking his whole life.
Oh, gotcha.
So he's seen like this whole arc of like the Cubs and all this stuff. So it was kind of cool to hear him talk, and he told me about some other we just kind of swapped stories while during the baseball game because it's so easy to do during a baseball game because there's so much time going on.
Yeah.
You can bullshit the entire game. It's easy as fuck. But then this is where like the weirdness finally crept in, and he couldn't. I guess he just couldn't contain himself any longer because a couple times there was like some teetering political talk that kind of came
Oh,
up.
no.
Like, he works in the medical field, and he talked about how COVID kind of. I was like, yeah. I mean, it sucks, but like, and I kind of tried to just be.
Yeah.
I was Switzerland as fuck.
Oh,
I'm like,
cool.
I
And
don't
he's
want to
like,
talk about this.
Yeah. But ivermectin really works.
Yeah, I did hit him with the. I hit him with a couple of times. People can choose what they want to do. It's up to.
Oh, you're middle of the line when somebody comes at you with like pro-life, pro-choice. Okay, I see how it is.
Oh, dude, eventually that's where it hit me. Is like he brought up the abortion.
God
bill.
damn it! I was making it.
Dude, I'm not. I know you were making it a thing. He did though. Like, you know how weird it is to be at a baseball game and an elderly gentleman who's like 70 starts arguing about like, man, if they repeal this Roe v. Wade thing. And I don't know what Bob said his stance on it was. It was as soon as it brought up, I was like, turned out. And then like there was the third out got made.
No.
And I was like,
Oh,
hey,
damn
I
it.
got to go get a beard.
Hey, he's like, I believe that you should be able to do whatever you want in terms of just and then. And it's a deep fly ball.
Dude, there were 13 home runs that day. There might have been one right when he brought up abortion, which just drowned out his opinion. It's very possible. I was half in the bag. I don't remember. I just stood up every time a home run got hit. I didn't care if it was the other team or not. I was just like, yeah, fucking drop some bombs.
Yeah, and the whole time he's like, yeah, I'm glad you're so passionate about what I'm talking about. Hey, if you actually sign this petition.
Yeah. Yeah, but he brought up, like, he's like, there's going to be a fucking chaos in the street. He just said, I'm assuming he was probably on the side of Roe v. Wade being a law that should be in place or whatever, because he was like, it's going to be chaos in the street if they do overturn it, And right when the third out got made in that inning, I was like, oh, I'm going to go get a beer real quick. And I never fucking came back. I went to the nosebleeds up into the upper deck and watched the last 2 innings by myself.
You left Bob hanging?
I left Bob hanging, dude. I couldn't do it.
You
Isn't that the
aborted
greatest-
Bob mid-conversation?
Dude, my body, my choice. I'm not going to subject myself to that nonsense.
Oh, damn.
I'm not going to torture my ears for this thing I don't want to keep. My ears don't have to go through that abuse, dude. He was raping my ears at that point.
I didn't want to keep the conversation, so I had to abort it.
I had to abort the conversation, dude. I was getting verbally raped.
Oh, no.
That should be legal in all states, is dude, abort that conversation.
I don't need a state's approval to tell me I can do this.
Yeah. Oh, dude. I bounced, dude. I couldn't do it. I was like, there's no way this conversation gets better if I come back after a beer.
Oh, you would have came back. He's like, hey, I ran out to my car while you were gone. Here's a Make America Great hat.
Nah,
2024.
I think he was on the other side, which I would have then all of a sudden started being 2024, dude. I'm 1776 and 2024 all day, bud.
You're like, hey, I don't know where you're going, but I'm playing heel all straight through.
Right. Yeah, dude. I will The Rock, the 2003 Rock, where he was saying some racist shit into this.
Oh, back when it was good?
Yeah.
Back when they were just being horrible people to each other.
Oh, dude. It was wild, though. I couldn't believe that happened. No, I immediately got up, though. I was like, nope. I got to get the fuck out of this.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
I did not come to Wrigley to get a political speech. That's how bad it is out there, though, man. You can't get away from anything.
Yeah.
What kind of random person stranger just talks to somebody about that at a fucking baseball?
Somebody that's got ivy, they could plan on you. Like, you can't get away.
You can't talk about abortion rights when half of the players have had abortions on the field, okay? Like, they've been knocked up some skank on the road.
or they've survived it last second.
That's very true.
Oh, shit, dude. That's wild.
Yeah. Yeah. Crazy. Yeah, Chicago's is a very strange and interesting place. It's weird because this is what threw me off being there. Is I've lived in cities or by cities.
It probably
like
threw you off
Omaha.
because you were verbally raped, so your equilibrium got off when it got into your ear holes.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, dude, I almost it was awful.
Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, what's so weird about it?
It was. We've lived by cities. Like, Omaha's a city, but it's not, like, a huge one.
It's like a bastard city, dude. It's almost there, but it's not quite.
It's not. And then I went to, like, I lived in Utah, which is a pretty decent-sized city. I mean, I guess it only has, like, 1.5 million people.
Yeah,
so it's not that many.
Omaha. Like,
Right.
It's Omaha in Utah.
Yeah, but, like, to me, that it's still a big city. So I'm like, oh, man, I can navigate around.
Yeah, you get
then
a
when
basketball team.
I drove into Chicago, and I was like, oh, I've never been to an actual city.
Yeah.
Even Denver's not that crazy.
Oh, dude.
Like,
Denver's huge. It's just spaced the fuck out.
Yeah. But like the downtown of what Chicago is compared to like how like Denver's downtown looks is completely different.
Oh yeah.
Like Denver's not as intimidating. When I drove into Chicago and saw downtown, like luckily I never had to go into downtown. Never had to venture into that part. But I was just looking at it like, holy shit. Like this is crazy looking.
Mm-hmm.
That skyline's nuts. And it just was it was unnerving. It almost was just like, I don't know, man. I don't know how people just like fucking go about their day here. Like it just seems over the top.
You just get used to that shit, but so it's just like condensed.
Yeah, dude. It's just like I mean, if you look up a picture of downtown Chicago.
Oh, I've seen downtown Chicago. I watched Ferris Bueller's Day Off. It looks pretty condensed there. I can only imagine it got bigger.
I feel like it's just completely bigger now. Like and it's like that's from like an aerial view. It looks completely different when you're on the middle of the interstate, like going by it. You're just like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like you just don't get the scope or scale of what it actually looks like, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and like every picture you see is like from an aerial view, and it's or it's from like the lake view, so they have like the nicest pictures online. But when you're on the interstate driving by, dude, I don't know. It was hard to explain. I don't even know why I tried to bring it up.
I love it. Like you say, you drive by and you're like, oh, cool. Why is it there's so many cities that just fuck it up. As you're driving by and second one, that looks beautiful. Like Denver, you mentioned that. You drive by as you go by it, a fucking mothball factory, and it stinks your whole fucking car up. And you're just like, what the fuck is going on here? Or if you go up to, like, North Sioux City, slaughterhouse. I mean, it's not a big city by any means, but you just go through and it's like, cool, I smell the sewage plant and a slaughterhouse. It's just like, get the fuck away. It's deterring people.
Well, it's because civil engineers are morons.
No, or they're geniuses. They're like, hey, we're going to level out the people that want to come here.
That is true. But then eventually the word gets out. It's all the hipsters are moving around now. That's the problem. Everybody's trying to attract these hipsters with no kids and extra money to spend in their towns. It's just getting gross. I hate those people. I'm one of them, though, technically. I'm 30. I don't have any kids, and I fucking hate those people, though. I don't have exposable income.
I was going to say, people with disposable income are going wild.
Yeah, disposable. I said exposable income.
I love to show people my money. I watched Jerry Maguire and took it to heart, motherfucker.
Show me that money! Yeah, it's bad. My favorite other thing that happened while I was in Chicago that was a fun little incident that happened was the traffic cop I got to see while I was outside of Wrigley. Because they close off this one street, like for, I don't know, a couple blocks each way to get to Wrigley.
Okay.
And that, by the way, Wrigleyville is so cool. I've always heard people talk about it, but I never understood what it fully was. And it's just like the atmosphere around the outside of the stadium.
Every time
rules.
you do this, I'm like, they just have their different flavors of gum there. Like, it sounds like the place you go, like, in Vegas for candy. Wrigleyville.
It's true. Well, Wrigleyville is the name of, like, the little suburb, I guess, technically around Wrigley.
Okay. So
it's like that's that little pocket of like what Ralston is to Omaha kind of thing. It's a little pocket. And but like the atmosphere around the stadium is fucking dope because there's just all these bars and restaurants and cool things going on. It's just and it's been that way for years. It's nothing. There's like restaurants that have been there like 100 years, I guess, and shit. So it's like there's all this history and shit and like that. It's just really cool
because they know what's up. I get it.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
Like people are just coming here to get fucked up and want to eat.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's they figured out the business model.
Well, they did it a long time ago. I bet like the Browns stadium is the same way. They're like, hey, we suck. We know it. Tickets are cheap. Come get beer.
Come drink and have fun, okay? Root for the Browns.
Yeah. You're wearing a fucking dog mask. You want beer. Come on.
You can't not be drunk and wear a dog mask.
100%.
I think all mascots are drunk at all times. You can't wear one of those and not be drunk.
How many people had to make that a trend before a husband could give his wife a dog mask and went, here, babe, wear this to the game?
I don't know, man. It took a while, though.
Without it being...
And the first time he finally got it, they went tailgating, and he was like, yeah, my bitch wife. No, it's because of the dog mask. It's the dog mask.
I swear. It's legit.
No, that's what you would get called.
Yeah, totally.
But what was funny is like I walked. So like where I stayed was 20 minutes from the stadium. So I actually walked through Wrigleyville. I walked through these neighborhoods and stuff, which super interesting to see all the different houses and stuff too. That was weird in itself. But as I walked, I see this like traffic cop. Right, he puts up the barricade saying like no more cars can come through, and there's this big ass fucking like dump truck. Right.
Oh, dude, how was she? Was she like 8?
Yeah. She was riding on the back of a crotch rocket, dude.
Just a big dumper.
She was holding on. Just a big old dumper. No, it was a construction truck that was just, it was a massive one, though, right? Like, who knows? Probably for something for road construction, getting all the fucking garbage extra road out of there, right?
Yeah.
And the guy leans out of the fucking truck and goes, what the fuck are you doing? And he's like, and the cop just goes, can't come through here. And he's like, I'm working. Where am I supposed to go? And he's like, go around. I don't give a shit. I was like, this is a big city mentality. Like, he's not going to be helpful at all. And he's just going to tell this guy to go fuck himself. Yeah, you're doing your job and I'm doing mine. Mm-hmm. Fuck you. Go around.
Yeah.
Dude, it ruled. I started laughing on the corner uncontrollably, which everybody else was like, what's this guy laughing at? Because they probably see that 30 times a day.
What?
But I thought it was
you
so
laughing
funny.
at working people, you fuck? I would have loved it if somebody would have got pissed for no reason. You laughing at the blue stripes, motherfucker?
Yeah, dude, him just like in it being a cop, just being like, I don't give a fuck, go around.
I love how you're making him like a 20s news reporter. I don't give a fuck, go around, stop.
Yeah. Dude, old traffic cops, man, they don't give a fuck, dude.
Those fucking
They're like
beat
parking
cops are
meters.
just like, I got the shittiest fucking job. Just fucking go.
Yeah, I don't care, man. I'm gonna ruin your day. My day got ruined when I fucking pulled this job out of a hat. I'm 20 days from retirement, and that's when he got shot on the corner.
They weren't buying
Never announce how far you are from retirement. That's when you get shot.
Yeah.
Keep that shit to yourself, guys.
Yeah, dude. Don't be the last action hero.
Yeah, but those were my two interactions that were super fun. Otherwise, shows were great. Thanks for coming out. Anybody who actually nobody from the show who listens to the show came out. God damn it, fuck you guys! Like, come on, you know you can.
Yeah.
You can check me out again June 25th at the Red Room Comedy Club. I'll be there.
We'll get another email from somebody in Pensacola. Be like, well, maybe you should come here.
Yeah, well, tell your club about it, not me. Okay.
Fuck,
Yeah,
dude.
it
That's
was
cool.
fun though, man. It was a good time. Good time.
Sounds
in
like it.
Chicago. Yeah. What else has been going on, man?
Dude, my bitch gave me the worst fucking blue balls. I know that's mean to say. You're not supposed to say your bitch anymore, but fucking just bounced on my fucking nuts and just hurt so bad. But she's such a good girl. She's sleeping right next to my feet now. Beautiful little bitch.
Oh man, it is your bitch, dude. Luna is your bitch, dude.
Oh, dude, this fucking dog. Oh, it was so funny though. Like, yeah, when I was playing a game of just like fetch, pogo sticks from one side of the couch, jumps up, just lands back feet on my nuts. That didn't hurt. The push off next fucking made me just be like,
All force, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I don't know what it is about dogs that are allowed to get up on furniture or lay on you and stuff like that. They're fucking so good at hitting your balls.
oh yeah, with precision.
My girlfriend's dog does it all the time. If I stay the night and in the morning, she knows I'll get up and feed her just so she'll stop annoying me. And she'll come lay on
she's
me.
like, you're gonna fuck my master. You better give me some fucking food, you little bitch.
Yeah, give me the sweet treats, bud.
Before you hand out treats, you better give me one, motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of, I think, what goes down. Well, then at least I get her out of the room and I can shut the door. I'm like, get out of here.
Here, take this bone while I dish out another.
And that's when I turn to my girlfriend and go, now you can't leave.
Call me Gacy. What's up?
No, but the dog, she'll come lay on me and get pets at first, but she's trying to wake me up. And then eventually, if I don't get up right away, she'll walk on my chest. And then it's a mini Aussie.
You
so
got
it's
a fucking
bigger
dominatrix dog?
And then she steps on my balls, dude.
She's like, you didn't say the safe word.
Yeah.
All right.
That goat guy pays for stuff like that. I'm getting it for free. He pays for goats to step on his balls.
All right. Yeah. He pays a high price, man.
It's awful, dude. It is not fun when they fucking nut tap you.
Oh, it's the worst.
Does it happen to you a lot then?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
More than I care.
Tiny dogs.
It's just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? So I've trained her, started to, I should say. It's like, oh, if we're going to play fetch, sit by my feet.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
yeah, I finally got that. But, man, there's that day that happened. I was like, life-altering choices must happen.
Yeah.
It was
just a pure fucking rage for a second.
Yeah, but that rage could never form because this dog would die.
Yeah, it can't.
And
then you also have to explain to your daughter where the dog went, and that's almost worse than dealing with
Not
the
really.
death of the
That's when you
dog.
have a nice, helpful video. Let's watch this movie, All Dogs Go to Heaven, and we'll have a talk after, okay? Let's see here.
That movie's weird, though. Eventually, the dogs don't go to heaven.
Yeah, just that Carmichael dude.
Yeah.
He was a cool bulldog.
He was cool, man. Running a racketeering ring.
Yeah, dude, that's my
It's
kind
funny
of dog.
when you watch back and you go, there's a lot of adult themes in this fucking movie.
Yeah, there is. But that Carmichael dog ran a racketeering ring, had a fat fucking cigar. He was cool.
Yeah. movies like that are the reason I totally understand when people are like, I'm a furry. I was like, I get it. I know exactly why. We grew up in a fucking time where we shouldn't have, and they anthropomorphize animals.
You realize, that makes me think. You remember that movie, The Sword and the Stone?
Yeah.
He gets
You
turned.
ever want to fuck a book?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's another movie.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of what's that
He gets
fucking
turned
movie.
into a squirrel and meets that lady squirrel. And as a kid, it made me feel a certain way. I was like, if I was a squirrel, I'd fuck that squirrel.
I fucked that squirrel too.
Yeah,
Yeah, you just start looking around at other animals. If I was a kangaroo, I'd fuck that kangaroo.
Yeah, you
dude.
just get like those weird thoughts seeing that. You're like, fuck you, Disney. Like you look back at your child and you're like, you fucks.
If I was a gator, I'd fuck that gator.
Oh yeah, dude. Fucking, I would take down Hook's gator.
Yeah.
I'll give you a new tick.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you this crocodile.
So you get all that, but
That is true.
It was funny because today, before we were doing the show, the reason I was a little late is I had to go introduce Luna to another dog to somebody that might be watching. Now, they got a fucking German Shepherd.
Oh my god.
So I got to introduce this little dog that my daughter picked out that's, well, for all intents and purposes, it is hers, to a real dog.
Right.
It's just like,
Be a dog.
yeah, exactly, dude. I introduced her to Ed Orgeron of dogs.
Yeah, not even probably not even just another dog. A war hero dog or a service dog,
He is actually a service dog. He's got a vest and everything.
Yeah, dude. So you have to introduce your civilian dog to a fucking soldier after Memorial Day.
This fucking lieutenant, or should I say 2-star general dog, is fucking having to put up with this peon showing up. It's like a little contractor going, all right, guys, I know what we're doing here.
Yeah. Excuse me, do you even know what you're doing?
Yeah. I'm going to show up and redecorate this.
Yeah, dude, that is a recipe for disaster in a lot of ways.
Okay, so it was great because my dog barks, growls at other dogs, gets close, and realizes this beautiful, gentle, should be the national dog, say, fuck you, Eagle, I run this.
All right.
And just walks up.
I don't know if you should say a German Shepherd should be the one that represents our country.
What are you talking about?
I think
Rottweiler. Okay, Rottweiler.
Maybe I can get behind that one.
All right, but
Pitbull.
yeah.
Mr. Worldwide.
Yeah. Oh, Pitbull. Okay, cool. Let's go. Mauls
I'm just
people.
having a good time.
Yeah, exactly. Except when you don't take care of them and they maul you. So this,
Pitbull will maul you, dude, at his concerts. Don't get too close to him.
yeah, dude. He's only really nice and on his P's and Q's when Kesha's around. You got to put out a good front.
Yeah, if she's not there, dude.
Yeah, dude. He will yell timber if she's not around. It's over.
Anyway.
But so I take her to introduce her to this fucking majestic, cool dog, and I have what can only be described as it's like reenacting the movie Twins, and I have the Danny DeVito of dogs. So
they have Arnold and you got Danny.
Yeah. I have the leftover remains of what would have been another Arnold.
We're twins.
So I end up taking her over there, and she's like barking, growling, gets close to Beauty, and fucking, it's like, oh shit, this dog's huge. Makes the mistake of going, I can do this. Tries to run around. So they're like, well, let's see how they're good off leash, right? And I'm like, yeah, they're always. She's a like Velcro. She will always be by you. Take her off the leash. Does exactly what I say. Always by us. But then, as the dog makes its way over, makes a fatal mistake of saying fuck this and tries to run. This dog is full out sprinting. I can only describe what the other dog is doing as a soft trot to keep up, and just walks up and goes bah! on her ass, just with the one paw,
just to give her a what
yeah,
for, dude.
Yeah, just like how rough you like it, baby. And just like, so I just hear that and you just hear a sharp yell, and then her. Next thing you know, she's like, safety haven, safety haven. Just kept running between our legs, just like sitting at our feet. It was funnier than shit. She got, oh, god damn it, dude. Why do little dogs act so big?
Dude, did you think those dogs get like self-conscious? Like little dogs get self-conscious when they see like German shepherds because they're like, I could have looked like that. And like, why are my genes so stupid? Like, why am I have ugly parents?
Yeah, my genes are like made of mom genes. It's just,
Yeah. This is fucking stupid. This is bullshit. Why'd you make me this way?
damn you!
Dude, I don't get genetics at all. I was talking about that earlier today. Like the fact that you can breed down dogs like that, or like how much genetics truly affect so many different outcomes. And like, well, I was talking about how like diets today, like certain actors have even come, like Matthew McConaughey said that like after what he did for the Dallas Buyers Club and like lost so much weight and stuff, like his body still hasn't fully recovered from that, he says. And I'm like, yeah, well, like doing those kind of extreme diets and shit really fuck up with you. That's why like people get stranded and shit, have like their whole entire body's completely different and stuff. But like that's all genetic makeup. And it's like, if you ever tried to read about genetics?
I always get lost in it because they're like, oh, this
it makes no sense.
It's like, hey, if you adjust this marker, you could do da 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 da.
Right. It makes no sense to me. It's like when you try to read about how they made corn seed viable
we're stupid.
now.
They're telling us about markers, and we're like, what the fuck does Crayola have to do with genetics?
Yeah. How am I supposed to? What do you mean? That makes no sense.
I need a paint by numbers genetics guy.
Yeah.
Just like,
Yeah, I need a Mad Libs for genetic codes, okay? So if I just fill in certain things.
Yeah, in order to understand genetics, I got to be like that commercial we watched last week, and that's just like, okay, we need to celebrate when we understand a piece of it.
Exactly. If I don't know what having an extra or taking one away does, I don't know
exactly.
what it means.
And the person that runs up to the ref's going to be like a genealogist, and they'll be like,
yeah,
but they're fucking Rees.
It's actually a raw. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah. You know where you never have to worry about knowing genetics, Nathan?
Puntygame.com.
Woo!
Check that shit out. But quick picks, just make a quick pit stop before you do. YouTube. Check it out. Comic Wade Taylor all together. Check that shit out. We got clips from this show, Not Worth the Time. You got his special Wild Horses. Make sure you check all that shit out. Of course, like, subscribe, and then while you're on puntinggame.com, make sure you check out our whole network we have for your ear holes. We have the audio, we have the visual, you name it, you got it. Enjoy it. But while you're there, get some threads.
That's right. Head on over to the Punting Game shop, guys, where you can get t-shirts, hoodies, all your favorite stuff to help support your favorite shows here at puntinggame.com. So get yourself something nice for this summer. Make yourself a cutoff. Get those guns showing. And get rid of those tan lines. Don't be like me, guys. Don't get this fucking tan line shit.
Yeah.
It's awful.
Yeah, it's
okay?
bad.
Fucking cut your sleeves off. Let the guns breathe. I can't because I lack self-confidence. It's fine. But get yourself something nice. Support the website. And don't forget to use promo code WGAF. That's promo code WGAF. And that gets you free shipping at checkout.
I wouldn't have these tan lines if I could find a savory goat for once. We're out. Peace.
Look at that guy blowing that goat.